this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Ready? On play action. Now Manning. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Black 80. 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Snipper. Black and turn.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. And a first hook up with his veteran tight end, Dallas Clark. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Check. Lucky. Check. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ready?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Alert. Slam.
Someone is doing it, but no, he's only listening.
Kill.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
White 80. Check. Walk 54. Help 50. Bravo.
Here's Roethlisberger. Gets this complete to Jim Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
You got it.
We're scoreless after 1.
Easy. Watch the pass. Right there, 54. Hey, Steve 6. You 2.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down.
Good pitch.
Now Sanders. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's see, he had a drive and I had to drive. You should have seen it last night.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Brian Urlacher, the big middle linebacker, in on the stop. On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Ready? Switch up.
2 minutes left in the game. I fucking score another touchdown and go up by 7 and do just so fucking quick.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It just looks good. He's running strike, spy to out of her. What the fuck is it? Oh, this previous play. I don't know what it's out of. It looks like it's out of the fucking 4-3.
Set up. 18 Gator.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to and just lost track, and it cost him.
Take a timeout, that way I don't get delay again.
Let's go. 70 Indy.
50. Hey,
On second down, here's Smith. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
30 base. Three down.
On third and long, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Here's Ray Guy now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Caught by his running back Sayers. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They run with Sayers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green. Safety's green. 66. 77.
Now it's Roethlisberger. That pass complete to Jim Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Alert, alert. Hey, Alpha. Right 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Those basics.
Now Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And going deep for Hill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Tighten up. Take both of them. Jump, slack it.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, switch it. Switch it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is Brown. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 2.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like...
You don't think so? Okay. Hold on a second. I got to take a time out.
So with 4th down coming up, here's...
How do you do that? I'm on the party screen. Let me kick my field goal and then I'll do it. Might take a delay again.
So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good.
Oh. Hey, I was about to boot you, man. I was about to boot you. He left because he thought it was your boy Sanders. I will. I got you.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Brown. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Right back to Brown. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
No spacing.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They keep it with Smith on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Delta. Hey, watch that. And shoot.
Play action. Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Roethlisberger will throw. They complete it to Hill. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Orbit. These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep. Use your other one. Halfway there.
Oh, how to get back up. How to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it. Then I back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Now Young. Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
On the ready. Score!
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Young. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because
and I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
when I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Young buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and short yardage. Young. Cooper's got it. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's good for 28 yards. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Bravo.
Now Young. And Walker has it. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Steve Young. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We ain't giving up nothing.
49-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Pussy.
Throwing again on second down. Young. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. Young now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Young now steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Julius Peppers in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing, Young. This one taken in by Hester. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Dickerson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, echo.
2nd down and goal. Young to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
X3, 218, chop.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction. It leads to second down. On second and 12, Young, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And this one is right down Broadway. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Manning, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
91. You draw quarter.
On first down, Dickerson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Man open, it's Moss complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there on 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
There you go. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Say go.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready to break. Here we go. Pilot, 64, weak.
On third down, Smith, and he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This will be taken very short. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Steve Young. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Time to go, Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, get it.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go.
On second down, Young again. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Young working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Devin Hester there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This will be taken short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry for Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Yeah, he quit. He quit. He quit. He quit. Six and 3, man. 6 and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. when it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass of your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A plus the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game has games, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. Are you ready? Can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Shut up, bitches. Sorry, guys.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And now
And he quit. What a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I bet they give me
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball
And
out and
dude,
keep it
this
tragic.
fucked up shit.
All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habit.
We're gonna go back on this stream and see who it is. Advanced settings. What's that shit? How the fuck I see my stream?
You say that you
You know how, Manny? I can't view my stream while I'm on it.
have space, see my
Yeah, there we go.
I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate cause I said no risk.
RBG.
They like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savers. You be liking my flavor. I think it's cause ice on the res. On the res. On the res. Watch out for this. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the res. Ice on the res. Ice on the res. Ice on the res. Ice on the res.
Got all my losses except for one legit. One loss won't count.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Don't get nervous. Snap.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22 and a half.
And not surprisingly, Defensive Player of the Year that season. And he also led the league in sacks in 2003, 142 and a half in his career. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Play action. Manning. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I got you. Check 13. Check it up.
This will be caught by Randy Moss. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Julius Peppers.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Some guys just simply have it, and Randy Moss is one of those guys. His big playability, once again on display right there.
That's what he's known for. He averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. Touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. 65 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Manning is complete to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
X3, 218, chop. Ready?
On play action. Now Manning. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Manning. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Pushing his way through.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, it's Manning. Jones has it. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey, Steve, sit. Steve, sit.
Now a play fake. Manning, he's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Randy Moss, 70 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
Garbage man, I gotta tell you.
26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by an American hero, Pat Tillman, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Down. 15.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The throw over the middle, taken in.
Oh, yeah. One quick touchdown.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down, Panthers.
Set, hut. Mark 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Anyway, switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go. No. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Man open. It's Moss, complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Panther first down.
Come on, set. 55, Mike. It's going to be a long...
On the draw, here's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Off play action. Manning. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Randy Moss, 68 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Got it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
On first down. Dickerson, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. And again this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
First down, Panthers.
Yes, this is the struggle.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
So now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Manning. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Off the play fake. Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet, into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson is going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Randy Moss, 79 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Putting on a clinic here and doing stuff like that.
To throw again. Manning. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
When he's refund his abilities and shit.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Colts take over first and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Mike is 15 up. Mike is 15 up. Ready?
Off play action. Manning. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Shit. Fuck, because that bullshit. 6 o'clock. Well, I knew you was coming back in here. That's why I waited. Your mom ain't back yet? Grab and go. Post flag elite.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. When the Nasdaq, that's fast. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast. With the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the game, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my bro, he was his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Smith down there at 288. Yeah, I know, but I ain't got 288. That's all I got to. I got Eric Dickerson, I got Barry Sanders, and Emmitt Smith, but only Eric Dickerson is powered up.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexicans, I'ma pesos. Hit your sus, I'ma replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
More.
Rick Rock, TikTok, West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen.
He's not fast.
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a mad lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. When I'm in a mud league, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. team. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it.
Shit, I'd definitely take him. Yeah, he's like 470 right now, and there's only one on the auction block.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate, pay their bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this ride, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Transfer him to my other team because I got a Raiders theme team over there. I want to make sure that if they get a touchdown, they don't lose.
I don't want to be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night time. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater gets up. I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
I upgraded those players this morning. Yeah, I'm using Peyton. Fucking got Randy Moss all the way up.
Yeah.
Did Julio Jones get a card, or did he didn't?
No change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
He's probably
Okay,
about to be
all my girls, they
he's the
love and
lowest
hate me the
receiver on
same.
the team right
Okay,
now.
so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want
No, not
revenge.
really.
Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got
As soon
pounds.
as
Somebody
Marvin
gonna want
Harrison gets
revenge.
another card,
Somebody
he'll be
might want
taking
it
that
now.
spot.
Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view.
Be real
Hotel
love
get a
set
waiting
down.
room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes.
They should have given him a 100 card though, because he was one of the best receivers.
Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay,
I
might
think he
pass the
retired
ball, but
once
this
he
is no
signed.
game. Okay, all my girls they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown. Now half the meals got tentacles. Half the ever seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your
Larry
mind. But
Fitzgerald.
can you rock it like rockets? That's close in the counter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
He's got fucking legend.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Don't need moss. So what's up?
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's close in the counter of what kind?
Oh, you can't go
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Well, need me another tight end.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I don't run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
I'm almost there though.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
I'm about to have 20 out of 30 sprinter.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?
Yep.
Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, pull on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out
I came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They Ella, they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh? This for the that hate us, huh? I make a lot of new money, huh? When I say it's stuff, yeah, be liking my flavor, huh? I think it's cause I on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist, I see the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
It up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like a semi-yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in it. Finish them, mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state brought you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social mission. Who the cool it wasn't you? I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up,